to Travel and Bang, baby.
This is Travel and Bang. I am Marky Bravo the Mulatto back again. I want to do a sit down for all my viewers that watch. I want to offer my expertise on different subject matters that, look, you know, becoming the best version of yourself, okay, always is going to lead to, I've always found, attracting a better woman in looks, personality, sex, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what you are and you know what you want, that vibrates. That frequency vibrates, and that aligns with the women that you run into. You know what I mean? So let's talk about it. I want to talk about some really ugly truths. I think in our society we have a short attention span. Like some things that were said a couple years ago are not even being mentioned anymore. It's like we're ignoring it. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say it again so we understand where we're at. Ladies, if you're watching, 1 out of 3 men from 24, including women, by the way, to age 34 are not having any sexual activity. Okay? Understand what a big population, what a big number that is in our Western society. You know, so that means a lot of the guys out there who are claiming to have sexual intimate relations with women, a lot of them are lying. They're telling their friends mistruths. A lot of them are just friend zoning themselves. A lot of them are getting friend zoned when they don't want to get friend zoned. They're just not man enough to walk away when it happens. Women on the other end, I think, see this soy boy culture that has arisen, because there is a soy boy culture, okay? And that has a lot to do with, you know, our society, how it's structured, you know, with the whole movement, third wave feminism, pushing back on masculinity, viewing it as toxic because you do have some bad players in the game. But that doesn't mean that, you know, that I feel like all masculinity is bad, it's toxic. I feel the science is there to show you some weird, strange things. There's so much beta male population out there. I repeat, listen, there's so much of a beta male population out there. You see that not even just porn anymore, the OnlyFans and cam girl culture took over, because so many men have no sex, right? So many men have no sex. They're willing to follow e-girls, you know what I mean? Online, subscribing, sending their money, probably masturbating on the receiving end, you know, getting little notes from the woman that they're paying for a subscription for, on the OnlyFans and the cam girl social media type of platforms. And the number is, the ratio of how many beta males are subscribed to this is nuts. You would have never, ever found that back in its nothing but a G thing era. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, it ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. We didn't give a fuck about, we weren't into that. You know what I mean? Fast forward, I am still from that era. I still have the mentality. So when I look at what's going on, it's crazy. It's crazy. So we have to look at the statistics. They're vile, they're ugly. You may not even want to listen to this shit because it's so crazy. Stranger than fiction. Okay? The research, a recap. So, okay, Cupid, okay, which parent company owns Tinder and all the other dating platforms, has said, we need to look at this again, that 80% of the women, whether not so good looking, overweight, whatever, all the way to the dime pieces, the girls were 8, 9s, and 10s, they're only shooting for 20% of men on these dating platforms, these dating apps and websites, okay? In looks and in money, okay? And also, that's why you don't see on these dating platforms any women barely going on dates anymore. If you ever noticed it or picked up on it, a lot of women, I know some women are watching and saying, well, I go on dates, but we're not talking about you. You're a low percentiler. A lot of women are not using it to go on dates anymore. They're just there for validation and waiting for that that 3% guy. The 3% guy, when I say 3% guy, it's a man who's making $200,000 to $300,000 a year or more. Okay, that's how small the percentage is in the United States of men who make $200,000 to $300,000 per year and up. 3% of the population. So you see the imbalance, you know what I'm saying, of going on in the singles market. You know what I mean? How do you beat that? You know what I mean? How do you push back on all this craziness that I just mentioned is going on? As a man, if you're a working class man with if you want to say a normal job, I don't know what that means anymore, normal job, or you know what I mean, you're making even a bigger salary than most men. You know, you're probably like a 3%er. I know some 3%ers who even get caught up in the problems, the plight of the working class guy who's only making 30, 40, 50 a year, right? Going through the same things because they lack game, they lack understanding of real social dynamics on how to respond to women's behavior. You know what I mean? How to properly banter, how to flirt, you know what I mean? How to be relaxed behavior when you're amongst the woman, why their behavior gets locked up and they start acting like a nervous weirdo, why that is and how to get rid of it. You know, these guys have to delve in and understand that. You know, talking about the soy boy culture, also understanding the large number of beta males out there is extreme. You go on any platform, on Facebook, Instagram, anywhere, go to any decent looking woman who posts a photo and then go to the comments and you see one after the other, beta males. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, oh, baby, ooh, ah, you're so beautiful, ah, ooh, God, ooh, it's luscious, ooh, oh, you're so beautiful, oh, you're so beautiful, oh, you're so beautiful, wicka, wicka, wicka. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, we're in the culture now, the climate is that where these beta males don't understand that you're not the one who's gonna fuck this woman, because this is cheap validation. This is fast food for the woman's brain when she reads comments like this, okay? So this is the world we live in, full of beta males, and they can't help it. These guys are so lost, they're not even looking to look for channels like the one I have created, okay? Also, because of the beta male epidemic, you know, men should be alpha. Women want a man who's confident, assertive, and decisive. Okay? Confident, assertive, and decisive. That's basically what an alpha is. But what's going on out here is men are totally the opposite of that. It's like almost what happens in Japan with the herbivores. You know what I mean? With a young man there, like I said, they're not even interested in women. And here, we're almost becoming like that with the low testosterone rates amongst men and this beta behavior. This is mind-blowing. I saw this report and I just couldn't fathom it. I couldn't digest it. Did you know the majority, this show you how much beta male bullshit is going on out here, how it disgusts women and how their nature's overcompensating because of the weak men out here. Did you know a former Google data scientist reported, okay? He checked the analytics, okay? He didn't make this shit up. The majority of the violent porn, okay? Meaning ultra hardcore porn that's being watched online. Did you know that it's being watched by women? Yeah, mind-blowing. It's not guys, it's not weirdos, sicko perverts like some women would think who don't watch it, probably think, oh, it's those type of guys, you know, Ricky the incel, you know, no. So 90% of that ultra hardcore porn, you know what I mean, the pull your hair, smack you in the face, choke you, you know, almost like yeah, it's kind of like there's a violent element to the sex in the videos. The majority of those videos are being watched by women. Okay? Yeah. And when I read that Google data scientist, and I'll put it up here in the video so you can read it, that I'm not just making this shit up. why are women overcompensating is because of do they want to be you know, slapped around and choked and you know what I mean, fucked like an animal, you know, yes, no, maybe. It's because women, psychology is that they're overcompensating because they miss, within the female population, miss the masculinity of men. The confidence, the assertiveness, the decisiveness. You know what I mean? Whereas the men in today's society ask, because of everything from the Me Too movement, which, like I said, it got rid of some of the bad guys. But at the same time, it came down on the whole establishment to the point where young men are just scared as fuck to do anything. You know what I mean? Can I kiss you? Can I touch you? You know what I mean? No woman wants a guy she's attracted to ask that. But that's where we are right now. That's why Keanu Reeves, have you seen the photos? He takes photos with women and doesn't hug them. He leaves his hand like this. So you can see his hand is open, his palm is open in the photo because he's so scared of getting sued. There's rumors out there that he's already, because of a certain hugging position, he's already gotten threatened by a woman and paid her out. And that's why he's like paranoid, you know, now when he hugs women. But this is where we're at. You know what I mean? And this is why I feel it's good. The men join this channel. Men join other channels as well. I'm not gonna say I'm the end all be all, you know, Jesus of game, the game lord. But it's good to know that most men don't understand. Is she fit? Is she feminine? Is she friendly? Is she cooperative? Is she submissive? Is she ready to go? You know, and that's what all my students that come to me, because everyone knows as a trade, I work for the US government. But on the side, I coach men. And for men, what I would say for all the men out there, you have to know what's going on. This is why I just mentioned what I mentioned. You got to know the battlefield. You got to know the craziness that's going on out here. You can't go into this blind out here and then it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Then you're like this one guy I know in Belgium who I'm coaching. He's already going on 1 year through a drought. He hasn't had sex. This guy's a blonde Brad Pitt looking guy. Yeah. He can't get laid to save his life. You know what I mean? So you got to know what's going on out here, because you got to be more on game than just being on a crutch, using your looks as a crutch, using your money as a crutch. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you'll be driving out there with a $100,000 Mercedes-Benz all by yourself, looking all crazy at the light, playing loud music. I know a guy like this. He's driving a $100,000 European luxury car by himself, posting videos online by himself, using beta male weird strategy game online to try to bargain, negotiate women to liking him, to hunt. Hey, I got money. Look at this diamond ring. You can have it if you be my princess. And so you understand. And this isn't to talk down on anybody. This is to say this is where we're at. And it's good to know the battlefield. You got to know the social culture that is going on right now. This is not even the same as when, you know, I would say what a good year for me where I was getting a lot of booty was 2016, 2017. It was just falling out the sky. I was using LinkedIn.com, getting sexual intimacy from women left and right. It was like, wow, I thought this website was for getting jobs or, you know, for business. And I was using it for a dating app. You know what I'm saying? And then you see how the years flux, they change, and then all of a sudden, you even have Bill Maher, celebrity comedian Bill Maher, mentioning this on his show about the lack of sex that's going on in society, and it's just awkward, it's strange. You can blame it on COVID. COVID made it worse, but this was kind of before even COVID kicked in. COVID just put the nail in the coffin, okay? So, you know, this is why you have no choice, gentlemen. You can't rely on dating apps, okay? You can't. This is why you have to do mode 1. You have to be able, on the whim, walk up to that beautiful woman in the grocery store, on the street, at Starbucks, anywhere, in front of people. Get rid of your fear of audiences. Because you know what motivates me and will motivate you to do this? And you'll do it, trust me. And you'll be nervous for all the guys out there who are not good at this. But knowing that your mortality, to understand that one day you're going to be dead. One day you're going to be too old to do that. So knowing that the time is limited, especially me as a 40-something-year-old man, knowing the time is limited, I have no problem anymore going up to the most beautiful, gorgeous woman and just hitting on her, talking to her. And you know, when you start to do that, I want to tell men out there real quick, you'll see the woman, you'll see her up close, and you'll see her flaws. You'll see she's not all that either. You'll see that a lot of it, not all of them, but have a lot of makeup on. It's just what I call an illusion. The old saying goes, the goddess that beta males seek is an illusion. It isn't what you really think it is. It doesn't exist. It's an illusion. I love a woman who knows what she wants. She's sexually provocative, and she's fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, and ready to go. Okay, we gotta wrap it up, but this has been another Travel and Bang. Send me emails if you got any questions, markybravo@gmail.com. Hit the subscribe button, share with family and friends, and definitely check out the Razor Blade Romance, hot off the press, Amazon.com. Till later, asombroso!